Well, good morning. Today is Thursday, June 9th. I'm Danielle Wiggins with your 3 News Now morning update. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me on the WKYC YouTube page. We start with Holly for a check of today's forecast.
Danielle, thanks, and good morning to you. And it's kind of been an overcast, drizzly morning, and even as we look ahead, we still see shower chances mid to late morning. This is the view at 11 a.m., but skies will start to brighten up, and most of you will be talking some sunshine, if not a ton of sunshine into the afternoon. The problem with today is that it's going to be breezy and will only end up in the 60s to around 70s. So that's cool for this time of the year. Can't rule out a stray shower chance even through the rest of today, but the better opportunity for rain will most certainly be earlier than later. And then we'll see tomorrow being Friday, 50s to start and warming back into the 70s with more or less a mix of clouds and sunshine. But notice again, late tomorrow, we start to see a little more cloud cover and then some spotty shower chances. It's a similar pattern, honestly, through the weekend where we're kind of on and off. It's not going to be a washout. We've been emphasizing that through the week, but we are going to have potential for some rain at times and even some thunderstorms. We'll be in the 70s and at least better into the 70s through the weekend. Sunday, mid to upper 70s. That's seasonal for this time of the year. Monday looks like it should be a dry day and a seasonal day with highs in the upper 70s. And then here comes the summer heat. It's going to feel fantastic. We're in the 80s on Tuesday. We hit 90 degrees on Wednesday, Danielle. Woo. And we'll be talking about just isolated storm chances in the afternoons.
All righty. Thank you so much, Holly. Well, 2 cities are voting to stop residents from shooting off fireworks once Ohio's new law goes into effect July 1st. Parma and North Royalton city councils both voted to ban fireworks, except for those licensed by professionals. The new bill will allow people to light consumer-grade fireworks on more than 20 days a year, including the 4th of July, Memorial Day, and Labor Day, and New Year's Day. However, the new law allows cities to ban fireworks altogether or designate when it is allowed. And here are 3 other local stories we're following. New information on what led up to the death of 17-year-old Ethan Liming. He was beaten to death in a parking lot near Akron's I Promise school. This after holding up a toy gun. Police say Ethan and 3 other teens pulled up near the basketball courts around 10:40 the night of June 2nd. At least 2 of them were shooting a splitter ball gun in the direction of 4 people who were playing basketball. That's when a fight broke out and Ethan was attacked. Ethan's dad is hoping for answers.
My son died because of a toy and for being just goofing around as a teenager. We're in a sick world, but we can figure this out and we can make this a better place. And I just wish Ethan would have been a part of that better place.
Ethan's family is begging anyone with information to come forward. Police say they are following leads and hope to identify suspects soon. The Cleveland Fire Department is asking for help finding this man. You see him here. He's wanted for arson. You can see him dousing this car with gasoline, then setting it on fire. It happened around 11 p.m. on May 31st on Franklin Avenue. There's a cash reward being offered. If you know who this man is, you are asked to call Crime Stoppers. A federal judge shaved off 5 years from former Cuyahoga County Commissioner Jimmy DeMora's 28-year sentence. DeMora won on an appeal, which led to the resentencing. His attorney wanted him to be released immediately, saying DeMora's health is failing and that his original sentence exceeds that of other public officials convicted of similar crimes. But the judge disagreed with those claims. DeMora's attorney says that they are likely to appeal this latest ruling. And nearly 18 months after the attack on the Capitol, the House committee investigating the assault will hold its first public hearing today. The New York Times reports one of the witnesses testifying is a Capitol police officer who was injured in the attack. And you can see the hearing here on WKYC tonight at 8 and stick with 3 News for what's next at 11 and go tomorrow morning for the latest coverage of the hearings. And also in D.C., the U.S. House passed sweeping gun control legislation. The measure would raise the legal age to buy certain semi-automatic rifles from 18 to 21 and establish new federal offenses for gun trafficking and for selling large capacity magazines. Even though 5 Republicans, including Northeast Ohio's Anthony Gonzalez, voted for the bill, it is not expected to pass in the Senate. Okay, let's talk coronavirus now. Moderna released results of an updated vaccine that specifically targets the Omicron variant. The updated booster shot contains both the original COVID spike protein and the newer Omicron variant. Moderna gave vaccinated volunteers a boost with this version and found antibody levels increase 8-fold. Moderna will submit its data to the FDA in the coming weeks. This shot is still in clinical trials and not yet available to the public. And the Biden administration plans to divert more than $10 billion in existing COVID relief funds to secure the purchase of new vaccines and other pandemic supplies. This comes after the administration failed to get additional funding from Congress. The funds were initially earmarked for testing and PPE. But even with redirected funds, the U.S. still would not have enough to purchase vaccines for every American who wants one in the fall. Alrighty, well, switching gears because today a food truck park is opening on the east side. It's called the Yard on 3rd. Food trucks will rotate daily with at least 1, sometimes 2, depending on the day. The site will also be home to Geraci's Pizzeria. They have an indoor and outdoor bar, live music, and games. And this weekend, history will be made in Stark County with the first ever Pride Festival. This is Saturday in Centennial Plaza in Canton. It will feature tons of performances, local vendors, and more. We talked to festival organizers about the event.
I think we want to create a space where all voices are heard and shared and where people feel like they belong. Several people have commented on our social media and things like that to say, wow, I can't believe something like this is happening in Stark County. And so I think that's a big win for us.
So again, this is Saturday at Centennial Plaza in Canton. Opening ceremonies are at 3 and it ends at 10. Well, thank you for taking time to join me for this 3 News Now morning update. Our digital team will continue to bring you the stories making headlines around Northeast Ohio and beyond. Make sure you continue to check our social media pages and WKYC.com throughout the day. I'm Danielle Wiggins, and I'll see you tomorrow morning on Go, starting at 4:30 a.m. Have a great day, everybody.